What is it about the light in Jerusalem? You know, the city of light. You can't explain exactly what it is. It's a feeling, it's a look, but it has it. It has this beautiful golden light that bathes Jerusalem.
It grew up, I think, in Chihuly's mind that the best place to celebrate the millennium would be Jerusalem and of course the Citadel in the year 2000. So Chihuly had an idea of using this material, the glass, that actually was founded in this part of the world, and bring his kind of making glass, which is as far challenging as making glass could go to, and bring it back to where it belongs, where it all started. And we started to work on a project that when we started, none of us knew what it will be in the end.
So in the Citadel, I really wanted to take glass to its glorious height. You know, really make something special where the glass really spoke to the audience. I was overwhelmed, really. Could I take on the Citadel? Could I really put pieces in that could hold their own in this extraordinary structure? Every time I looked at the site, there was something else I wanted to do. Pieces got bigger, pieces got taller, pieces got wider. The next thing you knew, it was 14 installations that went as high as 46 feet high.
It's amazing to do this, to come from one sketch to something real. That's really big, because on paper it's only 8 inches tall, not 45 feet tall. But that's the challenge, to do it in a way that doesn't hurt anything or people, and to make it what Dale wants.
Go ahead and take that one, Noel, and shove it in with the spears somewhere.
As for myself, when I saw the tons and kilometers of iron come into the Citadel in the last few weeks, I was shocked. I was terrified. I said, what are we doing here? But day by day, when the things are being built, you realize that Dale had the perfect idea of what he was doing here. You can see the best composition of putting the right towers just in front of the old towers.
Look at that light.
I would just say. And it's in the morning, the sun plays with it. The one come and say, you see, he lit them.
Yeah. Somebody lit them. Much of what I do comes from working and making things, looking at things, reacting to situations. Just like I worked when I was a glass blower, when I was making the glass myself. You know, you go in and blow the glass and it takes you someplace different every day if you let it. I love the idea that doing this project in Jerusalem, we were very near where glass blowing was invented and where glass was invented. And of course, what's left over from those early times is Hebron still has a couple of glass blowing shops. You know, these glass shops have been there for something like 500 years, you know, still blowing glass in the same way, you know, not using a glass blowing bench, but actually turning the blowpipe on their legs, you know, with this little furnace. And you know, the furnaces were very much like they were 500 years ago, very crude. But of course, our shop and our furnaces are really very similar to what they were like 1,000 years ago in Venice. There's really not much of a way to improve upon it.
How many can they make by Tuesday?
How much do you want?
25 this size, 25 that size.
You know, to be able to do one of the pieces that from the Hebron glass blowers is something I sort of really wanted to do. I didn't know if we'd be able to have the time to pull it off, but we did. We were able to go over there for a day and see what they made and talk to them, and blow glass with them a little bit. And and then order up a bunch of parts for an installation, which was the last one we did here. Initially, we weren't going to have as many pieces. They weren't going to be as large. But I wanted to be able to really, get a grip on the Citadel so that when people came in, they could experience the exhibition and really feel the force and the magic and the joy of the glass to transform the visitor in some way if they were willing to be. Whatever happened in the Citadel, whatever we did, people wanted to see it. They came out to see it, and they came back to see it. They saw the light, they saw the color.
The popularity is really amazing. It's Christians, it's Jews and Muslims. It's tourists coming from all over the world to see the exhibition. It's like having a collage of all the kinds of people you can think of.
And I think this exhibition probably proved it to me, how much art is needed in people's lives.